From the pyramids of Egypt to the temples of Mesopotamia, ancient civilizations shaped not only our laws and cities, but also how societies viewed power, family, and gender.
Today, we'll explore how women lived, worked, and ruled in three great early civilizations: Egypt, Sumer, and Babylon. Spoiler alerts, not every civilization gave women the same deal. Some gave them crowns, others gave them coats.
Our journey begins in ancient Egypt, land of pyramids, pharaohs, and surprisingly some of the most empowered women in the ancient world. While other places were building laws, Egypt was building something else, Ma'a, a system of balance, justice, and harmony. Inside the Egyptian home, marriage was seen as a partnership. Husbands were expected to treat their wives kindly, make them feel valued, and create a peaceful household. Basically, the Old Kingdom version of happy wife, happy life. But what really sets Egypt apart is what women could do outside the home. They could own land, sign contracts, run businesses, inherit property, and even represent themselves in court. No guardian, no permission slips, just autonomy. In religion and politics, women also had room to rise. Some became priestesses, guiding temple rituals. Others managed estates, and one, Hatshepsut, went all the way to the top. Not queen, but pharaoh. Egypt wasn't gender equal by modern standards. Men still held most formal power, but compared to Sumer and Babylon, Egyptian women enjoyed far more independence and respect. In a world shaped by Ma'a, they had real space to influence society. So as we start our journey through the ancient world, Egypt stands out. In this land of gods and kings, women were not just supporting characters. They helped maintain order, shape families, lead rituals, and sometimes even rule the state.
In Egypt, women could own land and even become pharaohs. Not bad for 2400 BCE. But just across the desert, things looked a bit less equal. Welcome to Sumer, the land of clay tablets, first laws, and first inequalities. The Code of Ur-Nammu, one of history's oldest laws, gave women some rights, like compensation. If a man divorced his wife, he had to pay her a mina of silver. But adultery, that meant death. So early feminism still buffering. Yet not all women were powerless. Enheduanna, daughter of Sargon, was the world's first known author and a high priestess. She wrote hymns to goddess Inanna, basically divine poetry before it was cool. Through her words, she connected faith and authority, proving that women could influence society, even in a male-dominated world. Sumerian society believed hierarchy was sacred, what Kramer calls a divinely ordered world. So inequality wasn't unfair, it was just official policy. Women in Sumer could own property or serve in temples, but real power stayed with men and the gods. Their stories carved in clay shaped what came next. Babylon. Or as we say today, Sumer walked so patriarchy could run.
Now, welcome to Babylon, the land of hanging gardens, grand temples, and one of the oldest legal systems in the world. Hammurabi's Code, written around 1750 BCE, contained 282 laws carved in stone, and yes, it covered everything, from building regulations to what happens if your ox decides to hurt someone. But when it comes to women, these laws tell a much more complicated story. Babylonian women could own property, run businesses, or inherit wealth, but they still lived under strict patriarchal control. Laws 128 to 143 focus on marriage and adultery, and let's just say double standards were very much alive and well. For example, If a woman was accused of adultery, she could be drowned, while her husband could easily remarry. According to historian Gerda Lerner, this was when patriarchy became more than just a custom, it became law. Hammurabi's code didn't just describe society, it defined it. Women were legally protected, but mainly as dependents. Their rights existed to maintain family order, not equality. So while Babylonian women could thrive in trade or temple life, three independents remained carved in stone.
From Egypt's goddesses to Babylon's law codes, the story of ancient women is one of resilience and restriction. Each civilization offered women roles in family and religion, but only Egypt truly let them hold power in their own names.
What began 1000 years ago, which is the balance between protection and control, freedom and order, still echoes in how societies view gender today.
Maybe we have moved beyond Hammurabi's stone tablets, but some rules still feel just as hard to change.